What is up, everybody? This is RadTechShu, and we are continuing our story through Devil May Cry 3 with part 19. So right there, I just went into the style. I decided to use Quicksilver. I haven't used him a lot, and he's actually going to be useful early on in the fight, early on in this mission, as well as later in a boss fight. But here we are. We're inside now what looks like more of a demonic realm than the last mission. So right off the bat, we're going to be greeted with some Abyss. Alright, so go ahead and deal with these guys however you see fit. They're kind of annoying. They do have a lot of health. You know, as mentioned before, they're like upgraded versions of Hell Lusts and Hell Prides. But that's really all they are at this point. They're lesser demons, but they're the best. I think they're the strongest lesser demons in the game. So, once we deal with these guys, we've got a bit of... We're going to be going from area to area, solving small minor puzzles. That's all this mission is a few minor puzzles. And then we have to... And then we'll get a showdown with Arkham. So pretty much, once we deal with these guys, we'll be able to head on to the next area. Yeah, the only thing that, I mean, that's pretty much all that needs to be said for this area. You know, there's not much commentary to be added. You know, just kill these guys and then move on. You know, just rack up the combos on these guys. Head through the door. After getting all the red orbs. Alright, now in here is a small puzzle. The enemies are immune. We can't really hurt them. So what we have to do is we have to attack one of the mirrors. The mirror that is glowing green and that actually shows Dante's reflection is the one we have to break. By breaking the mirror, it'll kill the enemies we currently have. However, it's not the only one we have to break. We'll have to break another one as well. And it changes pretty quick, so you gotta be quick on your toes. But once we break 2 mirrors, that's it. Puzzle solved. Now we can head on to the next area. Now in here, that hourglass is pretty much our life. If we do not kill all these guys by the time the sand in the hourglass runs out, let's just say we don't want to get to that point. You know, I've actually never, I don't know exactly specifically what happens. I've never had it, you know, drain on me completely. I've never failed to accomplish this mission. But Quicksilver, for those of you who aren't, you know, as adept at dealing with Abyss, go ahead and use Quicksilver or Doppelganger. You know, Quicksilver to either slow time or Doppelganger to deal double damage against these guys. Like I said, they're not hard, they just have a lot of health. That's really the only thing that you have to worry about, is finishing these guys off as fast as you can. As well as making it look cool and stylish, of course. So as you can tell, I'm double triggering to try and increase the damage. The sand in the hourglass is almost gone, but we got it. Alright, now let's go pick up our reward. Now we have the Samsara. The Samsara is a tool that we're going to be... Once again, it's going to be another key, you know. Surprise, surprise, what else would it be used as? We don't actually get to use it. But here we're back in the boss rush room, and just immediately grab the green orb if you need it, turn around, jump back through the mirror, come out here, jump back through the mirror again, and in the room where we fought all those the Abyss with the mirrors that we had to break, use the Samsara on this statue. And it will open the path to where we really need to go. Otherwise, you'll just end up going in circles. Alright, here we are, at the end of the line. How appropriately named. So, right here's a God of Time statue. If you need it, I would strongly recommend you buy whatever you can here. I'm going to be getting myself a nice, juicy purple orb. I can't get the final blue orb or the final purple orb. There's one of each left, and I can't get them. I don't have enough orbs. So let's just go ahead and start the boss battle.
It's like staring into a backed-up toilet. Why do you always stick your nose in other families' business? Come on, dude. Don't you have any hobbies? My father wasn't so hideous. Can't you tell by looking at me? Anyway, that shape suits you better. Let's begin the main events.
Alright, so now it's time for our epic showdown with Arkham. So, first thing you gotta understand about him is this guy takes a beating, and he can actually deal it back out too. He can take it and dish it. So, first thing you're going to notice is I'm using Quicksilver right off the bat to freeze him in time to make it so that he really can't fight back. A majority of his attacks, if you're close to him, can be dodged by jumping above his arm swipes. After a while, he'll retreat into the ground, and these slug, eel things, whatever, will come up. These guys are actually pretty nasty. They will circle you, and when they go from blue to red, that means they're attacking. So the ones that are red are the ones that are attacking you. They can home in on you pretty good. If you feel the need to double trigger in order to deal with them, go right ahead. So one thing you'll definitely notice is those eels can actually be just as dangerous as Arkham himself. One right there, this attack. That attack where he like a tentacle or an eel shoots out of him right here, and they home in on you. They home in on you pretty good. Those things can do significant damage, and I mean really significant damage. And the fact that they can hit you, one can hit you, and a few more can come right at you, that just makes it even worse. So, this fight, you got to be patient. I like to attack, push up close, and when I think then I pull back a little bit to dodge some of his attacks, or I jump over them. These guys are pretty annoying, and once we reach the halfway point of this boss battle, it'll get actually tougher in my opinion. Some people might think it's easier. I think it's a little bit tougher, but it does compensate for that by introducing a unique feature. So, like I said, you just gotta wear him down, dodge his swiping attacks. Right there, see, you just gotta attack, retreat a little bit. When he starts convulsing, he'll start doing some stuff like this right here. That eel attack. Like I said, those things are nasty. They do a tremendous amount of damage in a short amount of time. But most of his other attacks can be dodged simply by jumping over them. But once he reaches half health, we get a small cutscene. So just survive this next barrage. Like I said, these guys, don't hesitate to double trigger if you need it. And as you can tell, even though I don't look like I've been hit all that hard, my health is slowly going down because these guys do wail on you, and their small attacks add up. So these guys are probably more dangerous than Arkham. And once we reach the second half of the battle, it'll be clear as to why.
I've come to retrieve my power. You can't handle it.
Look at you, making a big dramatic entrance and stealing my spotlight.
Wow. You don't possibly believe that he deserves to be our main event now, do you?
Now that you mention it, you're right.
You should come to realize you cannot control the power of Sparda.
You're wasting your time, buddy. I think he needs to learn the hard way.
So now Virgil has joined us. He'll pretty much copy what Dante's doing to a point. Like right here, I'm shooting and Virgil's up close. This is one of the best ways to use Virgil. Stay at a distance, pelt at him with your guns, and let Virgil attack him close. Because Virgil's health is infinite. Virgil can't die. When these little slugs come out, press circle to call Virgil over to you. And then the two of you just start slashing away at all the worms. Every now and then, Virgil will wander, so just don't hesitate to press circle. Don't forget to jump. And if you notice, I'm not double triggering. We don't have access to double trigger. We cannot double trigger or use fighting styles. Circle is is what we use now to call Virgil to us. So fighting styles are no longer effective, and we're not able to use double trigger. So, like I said, this part of the fight is hard because we don't have the ability to heal now. And right there, one of the eels hit me. So it just gotta dodge it. Alright. And right here, keep your distance. It's one of the best things I can tell you to do is to keep your distance from him and let Virgil get close. Just keep up the pressure, keep smacking these things good. Keep Virgil near you so that the two of you can cover each other's back. Don't hesitate to jump and down slash. Beowulf is not useful against these guys because of its limited range. You want to use Rebellion. Or, anything else. If you want to use Agni, Rudra, or Cerberus, or Nevin, go right ahead. I just like Beowulf and Rebellion because they both complement each other well, in my opinion. But as I've stated before, keep at it, keep a distance from him. Let Virgil get close. As you can tell, Virgil does a decent job of doing melee damage. It's not much longer now. The ability to not having the ability to double trigger is what hurts because we can't heal and we can't deal damage better or quicker. So yeah, these things will even jump after you in the air. But it's a great thing Virgil's here to help mitigate the damage as well as help trim down the numbers. But as you notice, these guys are definitely harder and more numerous in the second half of the fight. They don't give up easily. So just keep up the pressure. His health is low. I'm gonna rush him to try and finish him off quickly before I get killed. Now let's put an end to Arkham once and for all.
I'll try it your way for once.
Remember what we used to say?
Jackpot. Not very classy for someone's dying words.
Alright, so that is the end of Mission 19. We only get to fight Arkham once and only once. That's it. We don't fight him again. And we have one more mission to go afterwards. You know, we have one mission left, and it is the Epic Showdown. It will be round 3 against Virgil. Now we have to figure out who the better brother is. So we're just going to go ahead, save our game, override our data. And I will see you all in the next mission. This is RadTech Shoe, signing off.